What's poppin', people? I'm the Wizard, and this is my first of many Advanced Warfare videos here on my channel. I encourage you to click subscribe if you haven't already, as even over the next week there'll be tons of new content coming soon, and then of course throughout the next year I'll just be giving you guys the best possible content I can through Advanced Warfare and any other games that may come along. So without further ado, let's jump right into the topic for today's video, which is my first impressions and week 1 reviews. Granted, it has not been a week yet. It's only been what is it now, 4 days since it actually dropped on day 0 back on Monday. But I have played a lot. I think I'm about 10.5 to 11 hours in to multiplayer, so I have played a fair share. I'm a little less than halfway through my first prestige, so I completed the initial set, the first 50 levels, and I think I'm like 22, 23, somewhere around there. So I am making pretty good progress, I think, for the amount of time played. I have definitely beaten my record for fastest prestige in Ghosts, so that's a good step to get off on the right foot. And so, like I said, I've played a lot. I've played the majority of game modes, or at least the most popular and new ones, and I've tried out a fair share of the weapons, ranging from shotguns, SMGs, assault rifles, heavy weapons, which are LMGs and things of that sort. Snipers, I've tried out a couple. I think there might be a few here or there, things that I haven't really picked up yet, because I have been focused on leveling up as fast as possible and trying to maintain a positive KD, which has been fluctuating around the 1.0 mark for the past couple days. Unfortunately, it's not as high as I want, but you know, I'll pull a Wings of Redemption, get it up back to like a 10.0 in no time. So my first thoughts is that it's really cool and fun, especially coming hot off the heels of Ghosts, which really fizzled out after the first 4 or so months. For some people, it was even shorter than that. So coming off of a really boring and slow-paced Call of Duty game, this is like a whole new world. It's a little bit like Titanfall, a little bit like Destiny almost, but it still has that Call of Duty feel. You do have the exosuit, which adds an entirely new level of gameplay to the Call of Duty experience, and I think it is a positive one, at least for now. 4 days in, like I said, I've played a good chunk of time, and I think I can say that this is a positive addition to the franchise. Now, how this will impact the series going further in the next Call of Duty games and beyond, I don't know. If they're going to keep it, if they're not, it'll be strange going from having an exosuit back to normal COD, but we'll see what happens this time next year. But like I was saying, initially I'm feeling the game is awesome. Day 0, I had a blast playing. I played a little bit with Jimbo, and a couple other guys. My man Will came on day 1. So we got the clan rolling back again, Savage Life Studios. If you want to be a part of that, drop a comment in the comment section down below, or you can message me on Xbox One. I think we can accept PS4 and PC players as well. Not positive on that, but again, just send me a message and I can handle that privately. But so far, I don't have too many complaints. I think I'm still in the honeymoon phase a bit. I think we all are in general. Some people are like, oh, this is the worst game ever. People are just hating it to hate it, I think, at this point, the Call of Duty haters. But looking at the previous Call of Duty games, especially looking at Ghosts carefully, Sledgehammer really took the series up a notch and has made a fun game. I think that's the most important part for all of us to realize. Not to take the game super seriously, because it is just that. It is a video game. Any other title could come along and easily sweep out the Call of Duty popularity and just be the COD killer. Nothing has yet. But Sledgehammer is doing a great job of making sure that the COD killer will have to do an even better job than what they did. Now, I haven't tried the campaign yet. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but nothing really substantial for me to talk about or give you any information on. If you have played the campaign, however much you have, tell me what it's like in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear more about it, as I am not one to really indulge in the campaign mode of any Call of Duty game. I did play a little bit of Ghost, but not too much. But let's talk about weapons for a bit. There aren't that many assault rifles, or really SMGs for that matter, but there's probably 3 or 4 of each. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. At least 3 of each that I do really like, and I have been using for quite the majority of the time. Probably the top two guns are the BAL 27 and the KF5. The KF5, the first 5 bullets, I think, shoot out faster, and the BAL is just an all-around beast. It's an assault rifle. KF5 is an SMG. I did fancy the last SMG that you unlock. I forget what it's called, but that is pretty cool, and I should have carried it over when I prestiged. I don't know what I was thinking. Jimbo can account to this. I carried over Scavenger of all the things I could pick. So that is right. You do get a prestige token of sorts that you can choose to redeem anything to carry over to your next life, so to speak. And I picked Scavenger. You know, I was using Scavenger a lot in the second half of my initial 50 levels, and I was like, oh, this will be great to carry over. But then I realized I need the third perk, Wild Card, so I can run Toughness and Scavenger, because it is important to have Toughness in this game. It'll really help you out. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have carried over a gun or something, a kill streak even. I don't know. Anything but Scavenger. In my honest opinion, don't carry over any perks whatsoever. The perks in this game are not that helpful. They don't really make or break. The first 3 you get, Lightweight, Blind Eye, and Toughness. Those will last you a prestige. Trust me. Like I said, I've played almost 11 hours now. For the most part, I don't mix the perks at all. Sometimes I don't even touch them. They are helpful to have, so if you have those core 3, you should be set. And sometimes I'll add in, what's it called, Flak Jacket, especially if you're playing Momentum. That game was crazy with nades. And that'd be good to carry over the EXO trophy system, EXO ability, because that will help you in many situations if you do choose to carry that one over. The EXO abilities are interesting. Sometimes I will run without them just because I feel I'd rather carry a third grenade or an extra attachment, extra perk, something like that. So I'm not a huge fan of the abilities, but they're not bad, and they don't really take away from the game whether or not you have them. That's just my personal opinion. My favorite grenade, if you're wondering, is the variable grenade. I don't see many people using it, or maybe I just don't know. You have the option between switching between 4 different tactical grenade types, which is really helpful to have. So I like to run 2 of those, and then if I'm not using an ability, I'll probably add in a Semtex or a Frag to get a little bit more of a lethal punch into my loadout. The customization is really in-depth. There's a lot you can do with your character, and at times it's a little overwhelming because you don't know what you can have, what you can't. Some things are timed accessories like timed mask, timed helmets, timed gloves. It's a weird system, and I still haven't figured all of it out. So if you have any more information to add into that, please sound off in the comments down below. I'd want to get together as much information as possible, not only for myself going forward, but for you guys watching as well. But yeah, the customization, it's a lot to look at and a lot to take in, but it is really cool. And again, Sledgehammer just did a fantastic job all around, it seems. We'll see how that goes after this first week expires. Once we really get into the grind, once Clan Wars starts, that'll be a big thing. The competitive MLG series gets going. So there's a lot to wait on, but initially, I'm really having fun with the game. The lag has been awful at times, but when you're host, and it's fantastic to play. Anyone can really account to that one. So if you've played the game, tell me what you think about it in the comment section down below, as well as anything else I've mentioned in the video before this. If you haven't already, like I said, please click subscribe. It helps me out, and it helps you out because you will be staying informed on all things Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Stick around for more content coming soon, and for the latest and greatest Advanced Warfare videos, keep it locked right here on youtube.com/theaustriawizard. And until next time, Wizard out.